So this is Tompkins Square Park. It's a place where I have some incredible memories as a young person, also as an adult, now as council member, whether it's the Charlie Parker Jazz Festival, it's the dog parade, or just hanging out or going to one of these playgrounds, really working together with people to ensure that our quality of life, sanitation services, whether people need mental health support, or really just want to know what kind of programming is taking place here, that we're keeping the park up to date, up and running, and operationally, along with the Parks Department, a place where people can even work, play, and just visit. Whether they're residents, families, or tourists, we're going to be seeing some upgrades that'll keep people coming back to this iconic space, renovating the park house, and ensuring that we have nice, smooth, paved roads, and whatever your physical ability is, you can come and enjoy this space that has been here for so long and means so much to us.
Tompkins Square Park is the hub of our neighborhood, and we hear from residents about their needs in and around the park. And Community Board 3 has been working with Councilmember Rivera's office to try and address those needs. And we've seen a huge improvement recently. We've been working with Housing Works to install needle kiosks in the park for public safety. We've been working with outreach coordinators to improve service for those in need. And we've been working with the police department to ensure the park is closed at night. And we look forward to continued working with everyone.
I am Leo Gill. I am the Government Contracts Manager at ACE Programs for the Homeless. We are a vocational training program for homeless men and women, and through the generous funding of the New York City Cleanup Initiative and Carlina Rivera, we've been working in this district for quite some time. For over the last year, we have been doing supplemental sanitation services 3 days a week in the perimeter around Tompkins Square Park. I feel our services have been doing a very good job of keeping the area clean, and we hope to continue to do so in the future.
All right, so this park sees a lot of traffic. We have residents, we have families, individuals that are coming to visit, tourists. So it is very busy, it is constant, and it creates a lot of trash. We want to make sure that people feel like they can sit down, they can enjoy themselves, and I can't do that without ACE, who has been incredible in terms of the services that they provide, and also really how meaningful your mission is as to the employees that you bring on. So I understand these are individuals, they're transitioning to independence, they're really people that are dedicated to their work, that really value sort of their product, right, and the outcome. And you can see that now with the improvements that have come adjacent and in the park. So I'm just really glad to have this partnership with ACE and with you all.
Yes.
And you've been incredible. So we're here in Tompkins Square Park, and we are here with the Parks Department. We can't do any of the work in making sure that we keep the park up and running and operational without them. And behind me is the park house, which has been standing here for decades and decades, has seen many events, many different times of New York City history. But as you can see, it is time for it to be upgraded. And luckily, with the help of the Parks Department and the City of New York, we have secured funding to completely renovate this facility and bring brand new public restrooms to the park.
A couple months ago, we've made a change in the way we manage the park. We've added more seasoned staff. So now we have 8 to 10 staff all together for Tompkins and the supporting sites outside. But with that also, I mean, one of our great features of Tompkins is the person who's always been dedicated over the years of service for parks and the areas, Amy Taylor. She's our park supervisor, also a community resident, and she's been a great asset to really help us focus on improving Tompkins for the public.
I've been in this park for 25 years, and I've seen a lot, and it has changed over the years. With the staff that I have, we keep it maintained, just like Mr. Phillips said, with the playgrounds, children comes first. We love their safety comes first. And we take care of the exterior and the interior of the park. The other thing that I'm so happy about is the less drug use that's in here, of the needles all over the place. We have a few, but not as many as we had, in past months. But it's getting better. And I'm so happy that they're redoing the building. Yay!
So this is Diane, a longtime resident and someone who raised her family here and really wants to just emphasize the importance of having a family-friendly park.
Yeah, hi. I've been living across the street from the park for 36 years. My kids were born here. They grew up in Tompkins Square Park. They came here with daycare, they came here with school, they came here with family, they used the pool and the sprinklers, they learned to ride their bikes where the skate park is now, and we were in the playgrounds all the time. In fact, when my daughter got married last year, 3 of her bridesmaids were friends that she met as babies in the Avenue A playground. And so we really care about seeing the park stay family friendly because it was just such a wonderful experience for us. It's something my kids will never forget. It shaped them growing up, and we want that for every other family who comes to Tompkins Square Park.
So you're providing wraparound services, holistic, comprehensive, and ensuring that they're on their path to being their healthiest self. And that can include, so many services, and really the way that you've been able to do it in such a culturally humble way, and really understand that this is something that you do from a place of compassion, I think has been really, really welcomed here in Tompkins. This is part of the park's history of being accepting of diverse people and their experiences. So I just wanted to thank you for that.
I think that one of the most important things for us is to really meet people where they're at and treat people with respect. Sometimes it takes a really long time to form a relationship with somebody because they've been through situations that have damaged their trust and their rapport with the system as a whole. So we work really hard to build those relationships up and to be somebody that can be trusted and do what we say we're going to do. So yes, we definitely try to be very respectful of the person, and sometimes that doesn't always mean coming into housing right away. Sometimes that means working with someone and providing them with psychiatric services or providing them with medical services or helping them get their benefits turned on before they're able to really trust the relationship and move toward coming inside.
The park is the center of this community. The park is a perfect example of how important it is to have a space like this, because it revitalized a community that was in desperate need. Now, when the park closed in '91, it took a year to restore, to get everything, the restoration. When we opened it in '92, we sat back and we thought, well, how can we reclaim it to the community so that it doesn't fall into ill events all over again? So we created the tree lighting, and the tree lighting came about because, unfortunately, I lost my partner just before the park opened. And I spoke to the commissioner at the time, and I said, I would like to plant a tree, not only in his memory, but in memory of all my friends and people that died of AIDS, because we went through a terrible, terrible tragedy. And at that time, the tree was about 8 feet tall. And I remember the Parks Department brought the tree in for me. And we lit it that year. It was the first year. And we never in a million years dreamt that it would become a tradition every year. And people look forward to it. It should set an example for the rest of urban cities to how important it is to have something like this.
Agreed.
Agreed. And it's such a good feeling knowing that I could walk out and say hello to a neighbor. In other neighborhoods, you can't do that. We're very lucky.
We're very
lucky.
lucky.
Very lucky to have you.
Thank you. Well, we're lucky to have leaders like you, and to always remember those that we've lost and how we're going to honor them, which is loving each other and taking care of our open and public spaces, but most of all, taking care of each other.